After many economic difficulties, several leaders of major companies got their salaries in 2022. Welcome to Future Tech 2099, your source for the latest updates and trends in the world of technology. In today's episode, we will be exploring a significant trend in the business world: the decision by several leaders of major companies to cut their salaries after facing economic difficulties in 2022. We will delve deeper into this trend and discuss the potential reasons behind the move. We will also examine the impact that this decision could have on these companies and the wider industry. So, if you are interested in staying up to date with the latest developments in the tech and business world, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join our community of tech enthusiasts. Let's get started! The year 2022 included a lot of economic difficulties, especially for technology and money companies. Some companies gave up tens of thousands of employees to reduce their expenses, and corporate leaders were affected. But to a lesser extent, at several large companies, CEOs received significantly lower compensation than in the previous years in 2022. After global market experienced major difficulties in 2022, especially for technical and financial companies whose valuations fell sharply, expenses had to be severely reduced for most tech companies. The first answer has been mass layoffs of more than 150,000 tech employees in the past year. But in addition, there were adjustments to one of the biggest corporate expenses: CEO compensation. Here are some of the most important CEOs who lost a large portion of their financial compensation for 2022 compared to previous years. But of course, the compensation for these leaders is still very high considering that they run multi-billion-dollar companies with thousands of employees and customers. Tim Cook, CEO of Apple. While Apple was the only company among the major technology companies that didn't lay off any workers in 2022, the company suffered from some difficulties and its share declined significantly during 2022. As a result, the compensation of the company's CEO, Tim Cook, was reduced by 40% for the current year, 2023. And while it was surprising that Cook himself would have applied for a pay cut, he's one of the highest paid corporate leaders in the world with a salary of $49 million after the big cut. Eric Yuan, CEO of Zoom. While Zoom grew rapidly in 2020 on the cusp of the consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic and the consequent transition to remote work and video meetings, the company has suffered greatly recently, especially with the decline in enthusiasm for the growth of the technical field. And last February, Yuan announced that he would cut his salary by 98% in 2023 and give up any bonuses. The entire management team will share the downsizing process, but by a smaller percentage of 20%. Pat Gelsinger, CEO Intel Corporation. With a decline in demand for computers in general and in new processors in particular, the year 2022 was stumbling for the Intel. As a part of the company's effort to reduce its large expenses, Gelsinger's salary will be reduced by 25% for the current year, 2023. The reduction will also include the salaries of many in the administrative team, with the reductions ranging from 5% to 15%. David Solomon, CEO of Goldman Sachs. After a difficult year that included several losing deals in the shedding of 6.5% of Goldman Sachs staff, The company's CEO was clearly one of those affected, given the most of his compensation was in the form of the shares in the company. Solomon kept his salary steady at $2 million in 2022, but his additional compensation decreased from $33 million in 2021 to $23 million. James Gorman, CEO of Morgan Stanley. The year 2022 witnessed a significant decline for the investment bank Morgan Stanley as well, but it had a lesser impact on the company's structure in general. The company laid off about 1,000 employees out of about 82,000, and the CEO's salary was reduced by about 10% to $31.5 million. The company gave the official justification for the reduction that the company didn't achieve the same high exceptional performance for the previous year 2021. Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google. Google was among the most suffering technology companies during the year 2022, with a noticeable decline in its market valuation and its failure to achieve the expected growth for it. With the beginning of 2023, the company announced the abandonment of 12,000 employees as part of one of the largest waves of layoffs that hit the technical field. In conjunction with the announcement of the mass layoffs, Pichai said that he, along with the management team and many of the company's senior employees, will receive significant cuts in their salaries, but these cuts have not been determined yet. Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan. Unlike most other companies, the JP Morgan CEO's pay cut wasn't just due to the state of the market. Much of it came from the controversy over his compensation, which was greater than usual in the previous years. While Damon's original salary has remained steady at $34.5 million annually, the company's board of directors has pledged to eliminate the special awards he was receiving annually, which amounted to $84.4 million in 2021. And that's a wrap for this episode of Future Tech 2099. We hope you found our discussion on the trend of major company leaders cutting their salaries insightful and informative. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more updates and analysis on the latest tech trends. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in our next episode.